All right, let's see what this is.
Location, a woman is being tortured. The methods of her abuse are too horrific to be described, and her torturers are death row prison inmates, the absolute worst of the worst. This woman's torture is constant, and procedures are put into
Wait a minute, what's happening? What is this video?
place to make sure she never becomes accustomed to the pain. If ever her torturers express sympathy toward their victim, their superiors will have them removed and replaced. If they try to rescue her or put her out of her misery, they themselves will be shot without hesitation. The woman
So who's doing all this? Wait, I'm so
tortured
confused.
is known only as SCP-231-7, and worst of all, she's pregnant. The cause of her eternal torture? The SCP Foundation. And you'll be shocked to learn that when all is said and done, these are the good guys, because if they ever stop
What? What do you mean the good guys? Wait a minute. So it's an organization that tortures people? What's happening, man?
their brutal treatment of SCP-231-7, a
During
treatment
Women's
codenamed
National-
Procedure 110 Montauk, she'll give
During
birth
National
to a
Women's
creature
Month?
that will destroy the world as we know it. This is just one of the many examples of the objects and entities under the watchful eyes of the SCP Foundation, a mysterious group that strives to achieve greater good by any means necessary.
Bro, I felt like this went from 0 to 100 in like 5 seconds, dude. What the fuck? What? Is this real? No, this isn't real. Is this real? What the heck?
And we do mean any. What you're about to hear is above classified, and be warned, what is heard can never be unheard, unless of course the Foundation
it's not
gets its
real.
hands on you.
Yeah,
so
it's real?
what is the SCP Foundation? In the most basic sense, the group's mission statement is right there in the SCP acronym. Secure, contain, protect.
What are they
it's
containing?
the task of the
Who are they
Foundation to,
protecting?
in their own words, contain anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena. Things that don't make sense, things that don't belong, things that simply
Like
don't
aliens?
fit in with our perception of reality, and some things that pose an existential threat to all human life. They refer to these
Clowns. All right, you know what? The clowns got it coming to them, man. Everyone else, no, but the clowns, sure. Clowns and aliens, sure, man.
contained anomalies as SCPs, each of which is accompanied by a number. This is a broad
Hi, I'm new. What are we watching? I don't know. I genuinely no idea.
umbrella, as an SCP can range from benign or even actively helpful to downright apocalyptic if ever released. Much like the infamous Men in Black often reported by witnesses in connection with alien sightings, the Foundation works in secret to maintain a sense of normalcy at all costs, knowing the chaos it would cause if any of the anomalies they're harboring ever become public. Take, for example, SCP-500.
So, okay, is it like, it's like Area 51. I feel like it's like Area 51, where they're just like containing a lot of aliens and weird shit.
To the untrained eye, the object is just an unassuming prescription pill bottle, the kind you'd see in medicine cabinets the world over. But the pills in this humble bottle are unlike any earthly medicine. They can cure quite literally anything, from cancer to a cold within 2 hours. But at the time of this writing, there are only 47 pills left. The power to cure all
What? What? So wait, they hide drugs too? They make drugs in here?
disease, a privilege denied to even the richest and most powerful in society. A veritable holy grail. Can you imagine the violence and horror that would break out in trying to obtain them if their existence ever became public? The SCP Foundation works in secret because the
Is it like the Limitless pills? Can you imagine? Oh my god. You guys ever watch the movie Limitless? Imagine if that was real life. I would pop like 3 of those motherfuckers. Turn my stream on. Holy, I would be able to just know everything about everyone. That would be goated.
collective mind of society just couldn't handle the knowledge of what they're dealing with. They work with the approval of all world governments, effectively placing them above international law. Essentially, there is no human authority above the Foundation, because without the Foundation's work, there would be no humans left to govern. To understand the basic operations of this above top secret organization, we need to delve a little further into that secure, contain, protect slogan. Secure
We're all
refers to the
confused.
Foundation.
Listen, yeah, I'm just as confused as everyone else. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Foundation's practice of constant global surveillance and observation in order to detect and intercept anomalous activity before it can interact with civilians or rival groups. Contain involves preventing the effects or influence of the anomaly from spreading by either, in their own words, relocating, concealing, or dismantling such anomalies, or by suppressing or
Okay, am I tripping or are they using a lot of big words here? Is my brain small? Like, dude, I don't know what's happening, dude. Like, I feel like they're using is they're using a lot of big words, man, to try and purposely confuse you, dude.
Preventing public dissemination of knowledge thereof. The latter can involve practices such as using advanced chemical compounds or technologies to delete.
It's supposedly a foundation that contains objects, creatures, or beings that are like subnatural or dangerous, but really are like creepy stories. Okay, so creepypasta stories about an organization that contains weird anomalies in the world. Okay, that's all they gotta say, man. What about this cancer research pill? There's 47 of, like, what's that about?
And then rewrite the memories of infected civilians.
Don't let them
or
find
even
you?
committing mass murder if necessary.
Oh shit, wait, I'm one of these anomalies. I'm half raccoon, half human. You're gonna lock me up. Guys, if I don't stream tomorrow, just know why. Just know why, okay?
Cover their tracks. The SCP Foundation has in the past wiped out entire towns of innocent civilians to prevent dangerous information about the SCP spreading beyond their control. They can take lives at their own discretion and consider almost any crime to be permissible when the alternative is Armageddon. And finally, protect pertains to all operations meant to protect mankind from the SCPs, up to and including neutralizing and destroying them when possible. Some SCPs, such as the infamous SCP-682, a nigh indestructible genocidal reptilian, have proved to be
indestructible genocidal reptilian. Let that sink in. And bro's shooting at it, throwing grenades, all this stuff.
Almost impossible to
so
destroy.
Stranger Things.
Research is ongoing in many cases, as the Foundation explores any and all possible methods of reducing the threat of more dangerous...
Yo, honestly, with everything going on, I feel like this ain't too far-fetched, man. This could be real. This genuinely could be
SCPs.
real.
In order to help them categorize the thousands of strange and horrifying anomalies under their watch, the Foundation has created a system that organizes the SCPs based on the difficulty of containing them. The first of the primary object classes is Safe, pertaining to SCPs that require little, if
you know what? I bet PETA's involved with this.
Any resources to safely and properly contain.
I'll say it.
Examples include the previously mentioned SCP-500 pill bottle and SCP-999, a benevolent blob of gelatinous orange matter. SCP-999 is a playful, almost dog-like personality. It causes feelings of happiness and euphoria in whoever or whatever it touches.
Wait, what? Why would they just release that one? Wait, you're telling me that there's demons in some rooms? Straight up like a devil? A genocidal, indestructible reptilian? And then we have an orange blob that gives you happy vibes if you're around it. And we're just choosing to lock that one up. Honestly, how nice would the world be if everyone's a lot happier?
It's even been used by the Foundation as a pacification tool to reduce aggression in other SCPs. The second primary object class is Euclid, which refers to any anomaly that requires more resources to contain completely or where containment isn't always reliable. This is the broadest SCP class, and the majority of sentient, sapient, or autonomous anomalies fall into this category. A Euclid SCP might be something as huge, sprawling, and bizarre as SCP-3008. This SCP appears to be a kind of anomalous pocket dimension hidden inside an IKEA superstore, which is not...
Okay, dude. Who's writing these, dude? All right, man. You had me until IKEA store. You had me until this monster is dwelling in the IKEA store.
Only significantly larger on the inside by approximately 10 kilometers, but also contains bizarre...
Wait a minute. Wait, they're kind of spitting. IKEA is definitely bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Wait a minute. Wait.
Are faceless entities which can become hostile under the right conditions. A Euclid SCP can also be something as seemingly innocuous as SCP-294, which appears to the untrained eye to be a standard coffee vending machine. However, unlike any other coffee machine, the input system on SCP-294 is a QWERTY keyboard. This SCP can manifest any liquid typed in on the keyboard, from standard drinks like coffee and beer to more esoteric compounds like sulfuric acid and disease-infected human.
All right, man. Why not, I don't know, Gatorade? Like, why are we typing sulfuric acid and disease-infected human compounds? Like, what are we doing, dude?
Blood. During extensive tests, one subject requested the perfect drink and was given an odorless lavender-colored liquid. After consuming the liquid, the subject...
Wait a minute. Maybe this is what Baja Blast is. Maybe this is what Taco Bell uses to make Baja Blast. What's that one drink that gave people heart attacks? Oh my God. Four Locos. Four Locos were made here.
Into a state of euphoric shock. The subject later committed suicide, leaving a note which read, "I'm sorry, but at this point everything's just one big letdown." Sadly, subjects dying during tests is not uncommon. The SCP Foundation essentially has limitless resources, including access to countless disposable workers and test subjects. The most common of these are so-called D-class personnel, which are death row inmates conscripted for the purposes of often lethal SCP experimentation or containment. The next primary
Yeah, let's just open the door to a demon.
object class is Keter,
I would do it.
described by the Foundation as anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently or reliably, with containment procedures
Ow.
often being extensive and complex. This can either be due to being an extremely volatile and dangerous anomaly or just one that seems to defy known laws of physics or reality, and is thus extremely difficult to understand or contain.
I'd understand it. Listen, just give me the notes. Give me the notes. I'll be able to deduce it, okay? Easily.
SCP Foundation has a vast number of secret facilities across the globe, and while the Keter-class SCPs are not nearly as common as the Euclid class, they consume a great deal more resources to
class.
safely contain.
Guys, what happened to like the Greek letters? What are we doing? What is Keter even? What is that? And eucalyptus? Why not like alpha and beta and delta and stuff?
Particularly terrifying Keter-class SCP is SCP-354, colloquially known by the Foundation employees as the Blood Pond. This SCP is a large pool of non-biological red liquid discovered in North Canada that appears to be a kind of interdimensional primordial soup. What?
Interdimensional primordial soup. What does that even mean? Are you saying aliens piss in here? What are we saying? Like we're saying Earth is just a pit stop, a gas station for aliens, and they just come here and piss down in this pond in North Canada? What's happening, dude?
This SCP particularly hard to contain, as well as extremely frightening, is the fact that hostile entities periodically emerge from the pond and must be neutralized before they can escape the containment area. These entities have included a floating black sphere that can fire concentrated beams of deadly radiation, a 15-foot-tall reptilian humanoid.
What the flip? A ball that shoots radiation? Wait, that's insane. A 15-foot-tall reptilian humanoid that seemed immune to gunfire. What do you mean seemed? So is it immune or not?
That seemed immune to gunfire, and a homicidal metallic humanoid nicknamed the Terminator by Foundation personnel. The most
Okay, you're saying the Terminator is a real story? And he comes from the blood pool.
highly classified primary object class of all is Thalmiel, which consists of SCPs used to contain other SCPs. This can range from SCP-7000-J, a book of Latin incantations bound in dinosaur skin that can summon various other entities, all the way to SCP.
What? Wait, they can summon dinosaurs? Wait, bring that one back. Bring that one back. I want a dinosaur. I want a pet dinosaur. I think that'd be so sick.
P-4006, which is the entire state of Massachusetts. Thalmiel-class SCPs are the most bizarre and esoteric of the anomalies dealt with by the Foundation, but thankfully, they often pose less of an active threat than many of the Euclid or Keter-class SCPs. Finally, as mentioned earlier, sometimes the SCP Foundation deems an anomaly too dangerous to contain and just needs to destroy it entirely. A terrifying example of a neutralized SCP, and a perfect illustration for just how strange and abstract the anomalies dealt with by the Foundation can be, is SCP-4991. This SCP manifested as a series of bizarre posts across a number of websites about an apocalyptic event that seemed to be occurring on a different layer of reality, and seemed to indicate that a kind of deadly parasitic and carnivorous insect was spreading like wildfire across the globe, causing death and destruction in their wake. The SCP Foundation neutralized SCP-4991 by tracking down, containing, and erasing all infected posts across the internet before it could spread too far. Who knows what would have happened if the Foundation hadn't intervened? As is often the case with SCPs, it's probably best just not to think about it. The actual structure.
Dude, how crazy would that be? How crazy would that be? Like, any sort of post that they see, they could just delete it off the internet entirely, scrape everything off the internet, and then just handle it behind closed doors. It'd be scary, man.
Of the SCP Foundation is surprisingly transparent, with personnel classification levels ranging from Class A to Class E. Class A personnel are considered vital to the strategic operations of the Foundation, and therefore are not allowed to be in direct contact in any way with any of the SCPs due to potential risks. Class B personnel are vital to local Foundation operations on SCP test sites and are only permitted to be in contact with SCPs deemed to be relatively safe.
This was the shortest video I could find.
C personnel are field agents that have far more direct contact with the SCPs and often put themselves at great risk in doing so. Class D personnel, as previously mentioned, are essentially cannon fodder thrown into the jaws of death to discover more about the more dangerous anomalies on the SCP roster. And finally, Class E personnel are personnel that have been already exposed exposed to the potentially dangerous effects of an unknown anomaly. Class E personnel are placed into quarantine until they're deemed fit to return to work or terminate.
Dang, that's scary. If only Resident Evil, listen, if only Resident Evil abide by these rules. Dude, what if Resident Evil was based off a true story? What if it's happening? Oh my God.
Depending on the results of their observations. In terms of actual roles in the SCP Foundation, the top of the pyramid are the O5 Council members, Class A personnel who have total clearance and oversee all Foundation operations. Below them are Site Directors, who manage the various physical Foundation facilities across the globe and report back to the O5 Council. On-site, researchers and containment specialists work together to better understand and combat the anomalies being housed at their particular facility. They're kept safe by the hard work of veteran security and tactical response officers ready to lay down their lives to prevent more dangerous SCPs from ever escaping and reaching developed areas.
Okay, but who's found some recent ones, right? I bet there's stories about recent findings. But there's some crazy shit, man.
In the event that an SCP does breach containment and escape, or a new one is discovered, field operatives are dispatched by the Foundation to get the situation under control. These will consist of field agents who already operate across the globe, and specialized mobile task force operatives. The SCP Foundation has eyes and ears everywhere. Their organization is influential and is embedded in every facet of society, ready to strike and suppress an emerging anomaly before any ripples of its existence can reach the wider world. Even here, we've only really scratched.
Wait, they have eyes and ears around the world? Does that mean they're listening to us right now? What the hell? Does that mean that they're listening to us right now? Is that what that means? So they're currently in my stream? Is that what I'm getting out of this? Ah, yes, yes. Okay, so if you are part of SCP Type 1 in chat, if you are a regular human Type 2, checkmate.
The surface of the SCP Foundation's extensive and frankly mind-boggling global and historical operations. There's plenty of information about the Foundation online, many of which people assume is pure fiction, but wouldn't that be the perfect cover for a real secret organization wanting to cover its tracks?
Wait, true.
As the quote says, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. Ultimately, the SCP Foundation is on the side
Wait a second.
of mankind, but that doesn't mean it'll always act in our best interests. After all, if it means preserving the peace and getting another anomaly under wraps, the Foundation won't hesitate to terminate you and everyone you know without a second thought. Whether you'd want to face off against the Foundation itself or one of the anomalies they wish to contain is ultimately up to you, but trust us, neither would end well for you. Oh, speaking of which, there's another SCP we forgot to mention that's quite literally unspeakable. SCP-2521
What's this one?
is a creature that's made entirely of strange black tendrils that envelop and smother the creature's prey. No written records of the
Okay, so like a squid? Like a squid at night, or what's going on?
creature exist outside of pictograms because it immediately attacks and consumes any information produced about it. This includes speech, as the creature will appear and consume anyone who— oh god, oh no, it's here, help me! Ah! Pay no mind
Did he just die?
to what you just witnessed. I, the infographics show narrator, am perfectly fine. We now recommend you watch Russian Sleep Experiment Explained and How a Meme Slender Man Became Real. Pay no more.
What the flip, dude? Wait, these are kind of interesting. Wait, should I watch more? Dude, you know what? Maybe we should watch more of these. What do you guys think? Hi, if you wanted to watch this before it gets uploaded onto YouTube, go check it out on my Twitch at TreyBenVT. All right, bye.